Hi, Culture Club were one of the best-selling bands of the 1980s. Their lead singer, Boy George, is still putting out good music today. Join me on a journey back in time as we find out what Culture Club's top 10 best-selling records. Firstly, we've got Do You Really Want to Hurt Me, which was released from the Kissing to Be Clever album in September 1982. It was the third single released in Europe by Culture Club and a debut release in the United States and Canada. It went to number 1 in the UK for 3 weeks in October of 1982, and also in the Billboard 100 it hit number 2, where it was kept off the number 1 spot by Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. The song rose rapidly in the UK charts, and Boy George said in 2007 that the song was not just about Culture Club's drummer John Moss, my boyfriend at the time, it was about all the guys I dated at that time in my... Next we have Time, Clock and a Heart, which peaked at number 3 on the UK singles chart, also from the Kissing to Be Clever album. It sold over 500,000 copies in the UK and also reached number 2 in the US Billboard Hot 100. It was kept from the number 1 spot by Flashdance What a Feeling by Irene Cara. In a retrospective review of the song, AllMusic journalist Stuart Mason wrote of all of Culture Club's early hits that Time, Clock and a Heart had probably aged the best. He said that Boy George drops the cryptic self-mythology long enough to deliver a tender, heartfelt lyric on lost love. Next up, we've got I'll Tumble For You, which wasn't released in Europe but was released in North America, where it reached number 9 in the US Hot 100 and number 5 in Canada. I'll Tumble For You was one of the most performed live songs by Culture Club, and in America, Culture Club with this single became the first band to have 3 top 10 singles from a debut album since the Beatles. Much like the group's first 2 American hits, this was because of a hugely popular MTV music video. Next up, it's Churchill, A Poison Mind, which reached number 2 in the UK. It was kept off the number 1 spot by David Bowie's Let's Dance. It was also the band's 4th top 10 hit in the USA and Canada. In America, it was still climbing the charts when Karma Chameleon was released as a single. This prompted Epic Records to release Karma ahead of schedule. Now, Churchill, A Poison Mind actually reached its peak position the same week Karma Chameleon debuted on the US charts. In many countries, its B-side was the heavily progressive Songstreet's Man Shade, and in some others, such as the US, it was the song Mystery Boy. Both songs were on the 12-inch single in many countries except Canada, where it was reissued with an extended version of their previous hit, I'll Tumble For You. Next up, we've got the iconic Karma Chameleon, which became the second Culture Club single to reach the top of the UK singles chart after Do You Really Want to Hurt Me, where it stayed for 6 weeks in September and October 1983 to become the UK's biggest selling single of the year. Now, the first recorded use of the phrase Karma Chameleon was sung by Toots and the Maytals at the end of the song In the Dark on their album Funky Kingston. In an interview, Boy George said, "The song is about the terrible fear of alienation that people have, the fear of standing up for one thing. It's about trying to suck up to everybody. Basically, if you aren't true, if you don't act like you feel, then you get karma justice. That's nature's way of paying you back." The video appears to show a riverboat on the Mississippi River. However, it was actually filmed at Desborough Island in Weybridge during the summer of 1983. Next we have Victims, which was from the album Colour by Numbers, released in 1983. It's about Boy George's then publicly unknown and really turbulent relationship with drummer John Moss. Now, although the previous single, Karma Chameleon, had been a massive hit around the world, Victims was only issued in the UK, Ireland, Germany and Australia. It peaked at number 3 in the UK singles chart, in Ireland at number 2, in Australia number 4. The single wasn't released in the United States, Canada or Japan, where they released Miss Me Blind instead. Reportedly, Epic, the label, felt that the song was too depressing to be a single for the US market. Next we have Miss Me Blind, which was from the Colour by Numbers album, peaked at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the spring of 1984, giving the band its 6th consecutive top 10 hit in the States. It was also released in Canada, Brazil, Australia and Japan. It was also the band's biggest R&B hit, hitting number 5 on the Billboard Soul chart. The song includes a reference to the title of Culture Club's previous album. Boy George states in the song, "But you know, I'm never really sure if you're just kissing to be clever." And this is the name of Culture Club's debut album. It's a Miracle was released from the Colour by Numbers 1983 album. It became the group's 6th top 5 hit in the UK singles chart, where it peaked at number 4. It reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 and hit the top 5 in Canada. It was the band's first US release to miss the top 10. However, the song still received considerable airplay in the United States during the summer of 1984. The music video features the band playing around on a circular board with various Monopoly spaces placed around the edges. Interspersed with these are clips from previous Culture Club music videos. So there you have it, a journey through Nostalgiaville. Culture Club, 80s icons, and their best songs. Let me know in the comments section below what your favourite Culture Club song is. And also remember, please subscribe to my channel for regular content every single day. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Bye!